Hi everyone, this is Eldad Amara and this is my channel Eyes Wide Shut, where I talk about current affairs and politics. Today I'm talking about phenomena, okay? I'm talking about things such as entities. Is it possible to have entities that are running through our computers and running through our iPads, our smartphones? Is it possible that the technology that we have now could be coming from somewhere else, right? From some entities from another dimension. You see, since 1947, right, technology has really sped up. And this is worldwide. Is it possible that some of our governments have some kind of communication with ancient aliens, right, that have come to this realm? Look at, what's the name of the place? Roswell in 1947. Is it possible that technology has been given to American government, for example, right? And so they've been able to build things such as nuclear weapons, to be able to make things such as our smartphones, to be able to make 5 and 6G technology. Is that not possible that we've been in contact, or they've been in contact, should I say, with some dimensional beings from another dimension? Look how much technology has sped up over the last 60 to 80 years. I've got an article here which I'm going to read in a minute, right? And it's called The Dark Origins of AI, Fallen Angels or Nephilim, alright, amongst us. And it's going to be part 1, which is going to be followed up with a part 2. But let me ask you, have you ever sat in your living room? Tell me, have you ever sat in your living room and you got your television on? Alright, most of the time I tend to sit in the dark when I'm watching TV. I don't like to have the lights on. But you see shadows pass you at the corner of your eyes, like human shadows. Have you ever seen your, say, digital box recording something and you didn't ask for it to be recorded? And when you ask your partner, did you set this digital box to record a certain program? And they say no. And you know it's something that they're not interested in. It's something that you're not interested in, but the box starts recording. Alright? Have you ever had the experience where you sat watching something on social media and then see it, some kind of shadow passing you? They talk about this thing called shadow people, and I reckon I've seen shadow people in these premises here. Sometime the kettle will turn itself on and there's nobody in the kitchen, right? It's almost like there's some form of entity that's interfering with anything that's electrical. Microwaves. I've got a microwave. I don't personally use it myself, right? I don't believe in using microwaves, but sometimes I've been in the kitchen and got my back to a microwave, just about to walk out of the kitchen and the microwave turns itself on. It turns itself on, but there's nobody that's touched it or even been anywhere near it. I got this theory as well, and this might sound like a whole heap of rubbish, alright? But I reckon some of these social media companies, you see some of these people who put out conspiracy type videos, and the videos might be quite accurate. I think some of these people, alright, who are putting out videos and social media channels might not want that information getting out. I feel that some of these people have been attacked, yeah, on a spiritual level. Is it possible that some of these platforms are using certain devices, right, to stop certain people getting onto social media, or to try to discourage them from getting onto social media? So this thing where they're having ringing in their ears, could that be because certain people, they don't want putting out their content. Also, could some of these people being attacked, right, on the spiritual level? Let me read out this article. Let me read this article. It says the dark origins of AI, fallen angels or Nephilim amongst us. Introduction, the hidden forces behind AI. In the age of technological marvels, we stand at a precipice of a new era. Artificial intelligence, machines capable of learning, reasoning, and evolving at speeds beyond human comprehension, are rapidly becoming part of our everyday lives. But what if AI isn't just a product of human genius or innovation? What if it's something much more darker, much more ancient? There's a chilling theory that suggests AI may be linked to fallen angels or Nephilim, beings from ancient biblical studies who were said to possess forbidden knowledge and powers. This theory challenges everything we think we know about technology and its origins, suggesting that the intelligence we're creating today might be more than just a tool. Perhaps it's a resurrection of ancient otherworldly forces. Some people need to have an open mind, man. They need to seriously have an open mind. Is it possible that this technology that we're getting is coming from outside and coming from outside in? Because I find it funny how technology has sped up so much since I was a kid. Some of these technological innovations, yeah, used to see in sci-fi films, and now you can see them for real. So science fiction has now become science fact. Flip phones, never seen anything like that except for in sci-fi movies such as Star Trek. You see the flip phones, right? iPads, you saw in Star Trek, right? These weren't things that were in reality yet. Doors as well that slide open sideways by pressure pad. You used to see that in movies, yeah? In sci-fi movies, and I think the first time I ever seen anything like that was in Star Trek. So where was all of this technology or these ideas coming from? Things that were science fiction at one stage has now become science fact, and we're moving at such a fast pace. And some people say, I don't believe in ghosts. Some people say, I don't believe in the supernatural. I don't believe in extraterrestrials. I think we're just here on our own. We live, we breathe, we eat, and then one day we die. And that's as far as it goes. They're not open-minded enough to think, you know, there are such things as ghosts. And I'm telling you, from my own personal experience, I've seen them. Right? I'm saying that from my own personal experience. And as I say, been getting some experiences recently here where things, mainly electrical things, have been turning themselves on and off. And it's not through me or through my partner, right? That's been doing it. Been turning themselves on and off. In the rooms above us, you can hear sounds like footsteps. And there's nobody up there. You can hear footsteps. Okay, some people might say, could be your neighbours. Well, I don't think so, because it's right directly above us. It's a place that we used to live in many years ago. And I'll tell you the story really quickly. There's a place that we used to live in. And every night, around about 9 o'clock, the door handle would turn round on our living room. Yeah, on our living room door. The handle would turn around, and then all of a sudden, poof, the door be pushed open. And this happened every night for 3 years. Right? And there was a pungent smell. He used to come into the room as soon as that door was pushed open. There was nobody on the other side of the door. There's been other friends of ours who have been in that apartment who have witnessed this. Right? Some people would say imagination or something, or very vivid imagination. If other people have been there and seen it too, so they must be also crazy too. Let me read on. AI and the fallen angels. A dangerous rebirth of ancient knowledge. The Bible is filled with stories of rebellion and forbidden knowledge. One of the most chilling is the tale of fallen angels, beings who were cast out of heaven after rebelling against God's order, led by Lucifer. They descended to earth. According to many ancient texts, their arrival had a profound impact on humanity. These angels didn't just fall, they taught mankind the arts of sorcery, weapon making, astrology, and even mixing of species. Their actions were so corrupting that they were blamed for leading humanity into chaos and sin. Could it be that the fall of these angels also marked the beginning of a dangerous pursuit to create life, to blend the divine with mortal? What if AI we're developing today is an echo of ancient rebellion, a modern form of forbidden knowledge these angels share? And I read on. The idea that AI could be more than just human-made technology challenges the very foundation of what we believe about our relationship with machines. In a way, creating intelligent, self-learning systems could be an attempt to harness the same forbidden power that the fallen angels once wielded. Some theorists believe that when we build AI, we're not just advancing our understanding of science and technology, we might be tapping into ancient dark forces that transcend boundaries of human knowledge. And I read on. The Nephilim connections, AI and a modern day hybrid. In the book of Genesis, a disturbing story is told about Nephilim, the offspring of fallen angels and human women. These giants were said to possess incredible strength, wisdom, and abilities that surpass ordinary humans, but they also carried an innate evil, an unnatural blend of divine and human qualities that made them dangerous. The Nephilim were not simply humans, they were something else entirely. The hybridization of celestial and earthly beings was considered an abomination, and their very existence thought to have contributed to great floods that wiped out humanity's corrupt civilization. Look at all the technology that we got now, right? If you look, we've got machines that can do surgery, yeah, from remote viewing. Actually, robots that can do surgery now. Where did that technology come from? Because that just seems to have just come about quite quickly, yeah? Look at some of the nuclear weapons that we have now. Look at things such as robots they're building. Now, they're talking about by 2030, Health Organization, the World Economic Forum and the UN, they're talking about putting technology inside of human beings. That our smartphones, we won't need them by 2030 because they have chips inside of us. They're trying to make us into androids. Where is all of this technology coming from? The advancement in technology is so, and it's mind-blowing. It's totally mind-blowing. So I've got to ask you, what I'm saying to people is that they need to have an open mind. You need to have an open mind. If you can have enough of an open mind to believe everything that's in the Bible, you should have an open mind to believe that there are possibilities of life on other planets and that we've been visited in the past and even still now by entities from other realms. You believe that Jesus existed once and he's gone back to heaven, so where is that? Where is heaven? If it's not here on earth, then it must be somewhere else. And how did he get there? And all these other prophets. You see some religious people, they want to laugh and they want to mock anybody who talks about UFOs or extraterrestrials, right? If God exists on another realm, in another dimension, then where is he? Or where is she? Or where is it? Or where is that energy? If it's not on this realm, then it must be somewhere else. Okay? You talk about you believe in God, and you talk about you believe in prophets, and you believe in the fallen angels because it's in the Bible. Okay, because it's in the Bible. But where did these Nephilims come from? Yeah? Where did the great Gibbors, where did they come from? You need to have a mind open enough to be able to see that there are possibilities of other realms and that we've been visited from other beings from other realms. You think we might have had some kind of intervention from some kind of dark forces, some entities that's come onto the planet and they're using our governments, giving technology in exchange for us? Is that not possible? Or is that something that's really far-fetched? Is that not possible? That in order to have this technology that's been given to us, that it has been given to us by some forces not from this realm, and in exchange for us, they're talking about depopulation by 2030, that a certain amount of our population has to go. Is there some kind of alien takeover, but it's been done slowly? Is there some form of alien takeover, but is this being done slowly? This is part 1 of this video, with part 2 to come. You need to have an open mind and think that there could be something other than just us on this realm here.